look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lynch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always...
It's caught at the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And give him a gain of 37. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lynch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
40.
And they'll run it here. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch you now, Barney!
Mike, check, 59. All day, dog.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Gone! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Watch it now, Barney!
And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone!
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, guys, check me out. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. He's checking.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Whoosh! So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
4 down. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. It's all right. Hey. 4 down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
Now Cohen. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Safety's creeping.
They try again with Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Gonzalez puts this one through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start the drive with Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. And even 40 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds,